Basketball isn't easy. All my life, I've been
The majestic nighttime skyline of Dallas, Texas. Downtown as busy and bustling as ever. 2K Sports presents the NBA Monday Night Basketball is coming right up. So don't even think about switching over to football. This is Kevin Harlan with Doris Burke, Steve Kerr, and Clark Kellogg. The starting fives for our game. Here are tonight's starting lineups. First for the Timberwolves. And for Dallas,
well, Minnesota won 31 games last season, but only 11 of those came on the road. For a team that was battered and bruised heading out on a lengthy road trip is often a recipe for a losing streak, and that was the case for them last year. The injuries just really bogged them down.
well, picking up again on the Timberwolves. Road travel can be especially tough on them. Just given the geography where their home city is in relation, Steve, to the rest of the NBA.
Well, particularly in relation to the rest of the West, because, you know, there the Timberwolves are up north and kind of in the middle of the country. So they have a lot of long trips. But, look, there are no excuses in the NBA. I mean, everybody's got their own adversity they've got to deal with.
Outside, Russell. It's stolen by Smith. Here's Patopico. Now hits on the finish the break. Throw down with force. Savage. That's the way to get some momentum on your side.
Absolutely. Those dunks can really have a deflating effect on the defense.
Especially coming from a guy out of the backcourt.
Russell passes to Beasley. Smith with the block. Here is Sundov, and he uses the glass on the layup. On defense, Minnesota. All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Guys, I had a chance to catch up with the Minnesota Timberwolves head coach. Dictating the pace and making sure that pace is up-tempo is what he's hoping they can do in this one. He said, we're fast, we know it, and we're going to make sure they know it too.
And as always, Doris, thank you. Russell passes to Okoye. Back to Russell. Sundov, defended by Claver. Here is Sundov. Buries it down low.
And I'll say this about him, Kevin. I mean, it looks like he's made of rubber sometimes because defenders just bounce off him when he's driving the lane. What a finisher.
Not only that, but he plays a huge part in their transition game. You know, getting the ball up court in a hurry is his first thought when he gets the rebound in his hands, and he does it very well.
And Minnesota has possession after the Mavericks pick up 3. Here's Russell. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Hey, you really can't say the Mavericks were a bad team last year. They were just a little below par compared to what we've been accustomed to. They just were not nearly as deadly offensively, and that's always a recipe for struggles in the West.
And for the Mavs against the rest of the West, you were just talking about, Clark, they went 24-28 against the rest of the conference, and while that is all right, Steve, it's not going to get you into the playoffs.
Not with the depth of this conference, Kevin, and I think you have to be at least 500 this year against the West to get in. The Mavs know this, and they've been a perennial playoff team for a long time. They just couldn't quite get everything together last season.
The Mavericks shooting their first free throw of the evening.
Well, guys, you go back to last season, and this is a team that hit just 74% of its free throws. I know they'd like to see that number go up.
Yeah, as a group, really a dismal year for them from the line last season, guys. This last summer, the Mavs asked fans to submit some redesigns of their uniforms for future use. Always kind of neat to see when a team and organization reaches out for the fans' input.
Koyen. Smith outside.
And, you know, these calls can be some of the toughest in the game for the officials.
It all happened so fast, but I really think that was the right call. The defender was not really set in that situation.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Outside Hardaway. There's the triple.
4 or 5 to start the game. That's their first miss.
Timberwolves have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Here's a Koyen. Up and in on the layup. And back to the Mavs. Definitely a big move by them to reach out like that. Nothing like bringing crowdsourcing to the NBA and building a bridge, Steve, with your fan base.
You know, Kevin, I had a chance to see some of the designs of the uniforms that were being suggested. Some pretty sharp-looking duds, but there were some other ones that were absolutely hideous. So let's hope the decision-makers in the Mavs organization pick some of the, let's say, the more clean-looking new uniform suggestions.
Right side Hardaway. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession. Timberwolves have gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. It's stolen. 3 on 3. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a 3-point play.
Boy, is he coming out strong. That's 5 consecutive field goals to start this game.
And, Steve, the defense hasn't been able to do anything to stop him. I mean, they haven't found anything to slow this guy down.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. McLaughlin's checked in. Here is McLaughlin. Lets it go from 11. And the basket good.
Boy, that was impressive, Clark. He did not hesitate to take the ball right up against the bigger defender.
Boy, I like that aggressive mindset there, Steve.
And so here is Dallas. 3-point lead. And now the Timberwolves on the break. And here they go. And they will get the basket here, folks, as they rule goaltending.
He got there late, but you do have to like the aggressiveness to go after the block. But that one's going to count.
And you can hear the reaction of the fans to that call.
Well, it's obvious they did not like it, Steve.
Here's Trubansky. That's good.
They've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball into the paint.
Yeah, they've been the aggressors, Clark, and getting the ball inside into that lane area has been huge for them.
And Minnesota has possession. They trail by 3, and it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they'll count the bucket.
Little touch of class there, guys. The end of that play with the finger roll.
Here's Patopico. Off target from three-point range.
Well, that defense went from poor to no defense at all.
Well, you don't see him miss that shot very often. When he's open like that, it's usually lights out.
And he's going up for the alley-oop. And let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Mavericks.
Boy, you have to admire their intensity in the paint defensively. I mean, really contesting and even blocking shots. Definitely a factor early.
Yeah, I do too, and I think they're also getting some good looks in transition, doing a nice job of running the floor.
The pass to Okoyan. He nails it, and we're tied up. 9 points in the game so far. Dallas has gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. Here's Trubinsky. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
This is great. Three-pointers going down quickly at both ends.
Yeah, it took them no time to answer back on that possession. Switch.
Here is McLaughlin. Pass to Okoyan. Beasley. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Patopico. He's guarded by McLaughlin. Here's Trubinsky. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession. So the Timberwolves call their first timeout. Timberwolves trail by 3. Pass to Okoyan. Here is McLaughlin. Covered by Smith. The pass to Okoyan. No good with the wing jumper. For Dallas, they've gone 8 of 14 from the field in the first quarter.
Kick it out!
Patopico by Beasley. Here's Smith. Rejected by McLaughlin. And that's out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession. Clock at 6. Minnesota with the rebound.
Boy, we don't see that too often. No defender on him, and he just clanks the open jumper.
Here is Sundar.
Oh, man, that was unreal.
Mark it up.
Nasty. Absolutely filthy.
And the building is stunned, partner. He dug deep into his bag of tricks there.
I hope he keeps that one handy. I want to see that again.
There's a good screen. Down low, Trubinsky battles through traffic and lays it in. He's got 7.
Give an assist there, not for the pass, but for the solid screen set on the inside that freed him up and made the layup possible.
Here is McLaughlin. Okoyan, covered by Smith. Here's Okoyan. Beasley, just 5 on the clock. And the go-ahead bucket, no good.
Even against solid defense, he's still going to try to continue to make that shot.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, I wouldn't bet against him in that situation next time.
Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Off the inbound. A nice shot by McLaughlin.
Boy, he's so good at recognizing where the openings are and getting the ball to the rim.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game.
Yeah, he definitely saw some things that were not working for them out there. And now he's going to make some adjustments.
I'm not sure what it was, but he clearly wanted something to change out there.
Trubinsky, who's guarded by Johnson.
Yeah, he's one of those guys that's special because he lives for the big moments. Fearless. I mean, he will take any big shot down the stretch. He wants the ball in his hands.
And you know what, Steve? We also have to talk about his shooting. I mean, the fact that he copes with tight D better than anyone is something to make note of. His percentage stays the same, and if he's wide open, he's automatic.
McLaughlin against Hardaway. McLaughlin the pass to Martin. And the 3 ball is good. Martin's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
You might not think of him as a laser three-point shooter, but that shot was there for him, and he had to take it.
And that one's good.
This switch has definitely been flipped to on this quarter, guys.
Timberwolves trail. Back to Johnson. From deep. That's good.
That's like a layup for him. He's just wide open out there.
And so here is Dallas. Inside, Claver, defended by Reed.
Looked to me like the defender didn't get squared up and get his feet set.
Good work by the officials. A nice call. That play can be tough to judge sometimes.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Timberwolves.
Guys, their penetration has been outstanding. I mean, it's actually been great. They're really finding those holes in the defense.
Yeah, their passing has been terrific, too. Clark, we're seeing a lot of assists, really moving, kind of flow offensively. I like what I see.
Number 23, and the first shot of the night for him, missing. Potopico, he's guarded by McLaughlin. No good from outside. That's tipped. Smith with it, and it's Martin picking him up. Smith kicks to Hardaway. Offensive rebound, Mavericks. Now the feed to Claver. To the middle, out to Smith. Dallas moving the ball around. A second chance effort. Inside Hardaway. Cans the shot with nobody near him. Hardaway has got his second bucket of the game to go.
Boy, this game is off to a terrific start.
No doubt. On both sides, high-octane offense.
Johnson from outside, and that one's good. And the Timberwolves lead by one.
Tell you what, until this defense gets out and defends the three-point line, it's going to be a parade.
Yeah, we've already seen 3 in a row from out there.
Straight to the bucket with a nice head of steam.
Well, no reason to slow it down when there's nothing in the way.
There's the screen. To the inside. Uses both hands to slam it down.
Well, I tell you what, it was the good pick that was set that turned him loose.
And once he got around it, Steve, it was smooth sailing right to the hole.
Well, because of the pick, he had plenty of room. That's why he was able to power down that slam.
Minnesota calls timeout. Noel's checked in for the Timberwolves. And the Timberwolves with possession here. From deep, Johnson, and that one's good. Johnson's got 11.
These defenders are putting up very little resistance to the three-point shot.
And it's killing. That's 4 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been three-pointers.
Gets the bucket.
You know, defensively, you cannot forget about him. He gave him a wide-open look there.
And here is Noel. He passes it to Reed. It's rebounded by Dallas. Claver's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Here's Potopico. The shot no good. And Minnesota now the other way. Here's Martin. Down it goes. Jamming that one home.
Now, this is why the breakaway rim was invented. For plays just like that.
Well, he almost brought the whole thing down, Clark, by hanging on that long.
Yeah, he did, didn't he?
It was a great dunk and also a great game we've got here.
He can fly, can he? He'll make you forget he's a point guard sometimes.
Yeah, when he does decide to attack the basket, Kevin, he can do it with the best of them.
And this is the time to attack with these 2 teams locked in such a close game.
Noel passes to Reed. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Timberwolves lead by 3.
They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid dividends.
Yeah, it sure has, Clark. I mean, with as many points as they've gotten in the paint, they really haven't had to do much on the perimeter.
There's 18 seconds left here in the opening quarter.
Already his second foul. He's in danger of getting into very serious foul trouble early in this game.
Johnson outside. Number 10. Solid defense there from Claver.
And they forced the miss with that good defensive rotation. They're playing well together as a unit.
And a good game so far as we conclude the first quarter. Timberwolves lead by 3. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. Neither team able to build much of a lead up to this point as we start the second quarter. And what do you guys think about Minnesota here in this one?
And I like what they've done offensively, really attacking the rim, getting a lot of points in the paint.
And guys, they've been the aggressor early. I mean, attacking the hoop and getting into the paint, that can make the game really easy for you.
And a chance here to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Doris Burke. Hi, Doris.
Well, Kevin, there's no doubt Nerlens Noel has faced his share of adversity over the last year. An ACL tear in his left knee cost him the end of his college season at Kentucky. That was followed by the long, grueling rehab process. And, of course, his surprise slide on draft night. But Noel says he takes the strength to carry on and overcome those challenges from his mother. He said, quote, "Coming to America from Haiti, working 2 jobs, she never quit, so I could be where I'm at today." Guys, plenty of motivation and a great example for this talented young man.
Great story. Thank you, Doris. Cauley Stein passes to Curry. Right outside. Outside for Curry. Here's Cauley Stein. They had a number of cracks at it, but came away empty-handed. Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. But they get it back. Here's Reed. And it's blocked by Cauley Stein. And they'll keep possession. And the basket by Johnson. Mavericks trailed by 6. Here's Brunson. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
Well, probably the right play defensively. If you can't get the block, send them to the free throw line. Don't give them an easy 2.
No easy buckets inside. Force free throws and work to keep them out of the lane next time around.
That free throw missing. That one is no good. Minnesota leading by 6. He kicks it to Noel. From the wing. Puts up the baby hook. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. The Timberwolves have yet to miss from the free throw line. They're 3 for 3.
Well, they were very pleased with their free throw numbers a year ago. They knocked down about 79% from the stripe as a team.
And you can't take those numbers lightly, fellas. I mean, their free throw shooting made a difference for them in a lot of their games last season. One of the things that really jumps out at you about the Timberwolves last year is how well they got to the foul line. Everybody on the roster is pretty good and clever at using ball fakes to draw fouls and get themselves to the free throw line, and it makes it very frustrating when you're defending a team like that. Guys, he's actually indefatigable. He never gives in, never gives up on a play, and that's what it takes to be a great offensive rebounder. You've got to be relentless.
Now, here is Russell. And Noel with the basket on the assist by Russell. Noel's got 5 points so far. Well, Clark, you said that they were very good at drawing fouls. They were also very good at avoiding fouls, Steve, defensively.
Yeah, very disciplined defensively. The end result is 3rd best in the NBA in free throw differential. And for a team that struggled shooting the ball from long range, those extra points came in handy. A slight advantage for them in the rebound category. They've got to continue their work on the glass.
Yeah, I agree with you, Steve. I mean, they're on the right side of the ledger, and that is all that matters to them right now with the lead they have.
We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. To the paint, here's Jackson. Picked his pocket. Number 10. Second chance shot, and it's good on the way in. And now it's a 12-point Minnesota lead.
Really not hard to see why they're giving up points on this run. I mean, they've just given them too many looks inside.
Yeah, I mean, they're just getting pounded in there. The defense not offering much resistance. They've got to force the ball back out to the perimeter. That's kind of his strong suit, the ability to find his way through the defense and finish at the rim.
The Mavericks have gone 5 of 8 from the charity stripe here tonight. And the Timberwolves making a change here. Minnesota with the ball. They're on a 13-5 run. Here's Lifette. And there are the Timberwolves with another bucket.
Another pass put right into the shooter's pocket, right in the shooting pocket for a terrific assist. They've done a lot of that today.
Yeah, it's something we haven't seen much of at the other end of the floor, though.
Dallas calls timeout. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. There's the bucket. Good.
A little bit of a defensive breakdown there. He's not the guy you want to leave open on the perimeter. You've got to...
Oh, look out.
Wow. And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now.
Clark, there is a swagger out here on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
That's right. Those are phenomenal dunks to watch. So much fun.
Shot clock at 6. Number 51. Rebound, Minnesota.
And that'll increase their rebound advantage. They've definitely been winning that battle on the board.
Well, the main thing is they haven't allowed many second chance opportunities. And that is always going to allow you to maintain your lead.
There's Curry. The shot goes down. Very quick possession right there. Curry's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, he's a spot-up shooter, one of the best. One of those guys who, if you give him an inch, I mean, that's all it takes. He will let it fly and frequently knock down that shot.
And something else I think of with him is that three-point shot from the corner. I mean, that's his shot. And we've certainly seen him drain a bunch of them.
Pass to Russell. Usually outside. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Russell's got 4 assists now tonight. Mavericks trailed by 11. To the middle, number 51. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Russell's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Here's Okoye, and good on the basket. Book it. He's got 13.
A large part of what they've been able to do here is centered around his offense.
Back to Curry. Fires from deep. Rebounded by Okoye.
Kevin, I didn't like that defensive effort at all, but they're lucky he missed it.
Yeah, they were very lucky defensively because there was some miscommunication there. They left him wide open.
Now here's Curry, guarded closely. Jackson setting the pick here for Curry. The dish to Jackson. Knocked loose. And he bangs it home with one hand.
Boy, I love it. Active hands on the steal, active feet on the fast break.
And Clark power on the dunk.
And guys, this is just too close of a game to be giving the ball up like that and then failing to get back in transition.
Boy, with 2 fouls now, he really has to be disciplined and under control for the rest of this half.
The Mavericks have shot 67% from the line, going 6 of 9. And the Mavericks making a change here. Berea's checked in. Free throw drops for White. Minnesota leading by 12. Beasley with it. Smooth as silk on the finger roll. Beasley's got 5.
That's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle much more effectively.
Yeah, until they do, the problems inside are only going to get worse.
Barea kicks to Jackson. Right. This one for 3. Can't get it to go.
You know, so many games are decided by which team wins the rebound battle, and that's held true in this one so far, Steve.
And even if it's only a modest advantage that they have in that category, it's still a significant factor.
Now Barea. Back to Jackson. Kicks it to Curry. From outside the arc. Can't get it to go. And Minnesota will come the other way. Here's Okoye. And Curry pulls it down.
Some rugged defense there against one of the stronger finishers in the game.
Here is Barea. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Now let's send it to Doris from the sideline.
Well, the Mavericks have been a terrific franchise. Since the turn of the century, 11 straight 50-win seasons, 3rd longest streak in NBA history, culminating all with that NBA championship in 2011. But as much success as this team has enjoyed, it's also shown a restless eye. Unusually willing to part with great players, whether Steve Nash or Tyson Chandler. And with the Mavs of late unable to attract the top free agents with their cap space, some fans might be left wondering if perhaps they should have danced with the ones who brought them. Guys?
Interesting, Doris. Thanks. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Hammers it down off the coast-to-coast break.
He didn't have to get off the ground very far for that one. The big man with the slam.
Well, he makes up for any lack of athleticism with that tremendous size, Clark.
Yeah, he's not exactly a smooth operator, but what he is powerful. And when he gets positioned in the lane, he can go up and get it done.
Shot clock at 5. To stop the run, and the basket by Curry. Curry's got 7 points.
After going scoreless in the first, he's really found a way to turn it on here in the second quarter.
Watch outside.
Beasley against Wright. He feeds it to Russell.
Yo, set it up. Come on, box him out, man.
And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a 3-point play.
I don't know what's happening to their defense. I mean, they don't have any effort, any purpose.
And it's really costing them. I mean, the last 5 baskets at that end have been on very easy looks.
Mavericks making a switch here. Claver is checked in. The Timberwolves shooting the 6th attempt at the free throw line tonight.
Shooting 100% in the quarter. They've made them all, taking full advantage at the line.
Well, it's a nice job of really making the most of their opportunities.
Inside, Trubinsky. Minnesota with the rebound.
Oh, he knows that one should have gone in. That hurts.
Beasley outside. The 10-footer. It's rebounded by Dallas. Claver's got 4 rebounds in this game. And Curry, here we go. And the layup's good off the glass. Curry's got 9.
He got off to a slow start. It took him a little while to get into the flow of this game, but he's turned it on here in the second.
Right against Beasley. Passes it to Okoye. Here is Sundov. It's rebounded by Claver. Claver's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Jumper off the screen. That's good. 10 points for him.
What a quarter for him at the offensive end. He's ignored the scoreboard and continued to go out there and do his thing.
To the inside. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. And the Timberwolves lead by 19.
You know, they're being very one-dimensional right now, going to the post every time. But if it works, you don't need another dimension.
Well, they're taking this defense to task, quite honestly. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
Koyen, the pass to Russell. Shot off the screen. Sundar. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Boy, that's some physical basketball out there. I'm glad I'm not in the middle of that. A hard pick and an assault on the bucket.
Old school stuff there.
Yeah,
There was a lot to like on that play.
1:36 left in the first half of the game. Oh, and there's the alley-oop.
Excellent communication between teammates on the alley-oop there.
And that's what you need to pull that off.
Well, both ends of that play, just fantastic.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. .129 left in the first half. McLaughlin against Wright. Here is McLaughlin. And it's blocked by Wright. Feeds it to Smith. Back to Wright. Out to Hardaway. Dishes it to Smith. Just 4 to shoot. The 3. No good. So Minnesota will take it the other way. Beasley outside. Pass to McLaughlin. It's stolen by Smith. Left side Hardaway. He dishes it to Wright. And there's the pass to Smith. Wright. Back to Smith. From the arc. That one goes. Count it. Smith's got his second bucket tonight. McLaughlin against Wright. Here is Sundar. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup. And the Timberwolves lead by 18.
His presence is very comforting for this team. He's kind of a fallback option for them anytime they need it.
A dominating first half of basketball, and so far hasn't been close. The Timberwolves on top. They lead by 18. And we'll get going after this from the American Airlines Center.
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
From the 2K Sports Studios, I'm Damon Bruce. They're at the break out at American Airlines Center, and it's turning into a blowout, folks. The Timberwolves off to an outstanding start. At every opportunity, they're pushing it on the break and looking to run it down the opponent's throat. Now for the Mavericks, not looking as good so far, and it's a problem again, jacking up too many threes with jack squat to show for it. Thanks for joining us as we get back out to American Airlines Center.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
Well, we're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third. Really an incredible game from Koyen.
Well, he created a lot of opportunities for himself in the first couple of quarters. And tell you what, he was smart with his shot making, too. He really took good ones.
You know, points per shot attempted is really one of the undervalued stats in the game, and it's a real measurement of efficient scoring.
He's not doing them any favors making those kinds of mistakes.
Especially now. I mean, every possession's so important for him.
By Fat, defended by Claver. The feed to Russell. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. So far, he's hit all of his shots at the foul line, going 4 for 4.
And as a 78% foul shooter last season, he was pretty steady at the line.
First one falls for him. Hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line. Mavericks trailed by 19. Some nice passing here by Dallas. And fouled as he went up to the dunk. Good aggressive move, and he'll shoot two.
Nice strong finish. Very nearly a three-point play opportunity.
Yeah, when you stay aggressive, good things happen.
For Dallas, they have shot 70% from the free throw line tonight, 7 for 10. The free throw drops for Smith. Smith hits them both. Timberwolves leading by 17. Passes to Okoye. Lifat. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Well, that defense went from poor to no defense at all.
Well, you don't see him miss that shot very often. When he's open like that, it's usually lights out.
And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. 6 to shoot. Sundolf, defended by Claver. Good. He's got 17.
Boy, when you've got a big man who can shoot from distance like he can, what a huge bonus that is.
And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Smith on the wing. Smith right side. Unloads. Beasley with the rebound. Beasley's got his third rebound on the night. Hit his foot. And they're saying he kicked the ball. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Beasley the screen. It's Beasley on the wing. 6 on the shot clock. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. That's 7 points for Beasley.
Good defense, but you gotta love the finish with the finger roll over the top.
They set the pick. He kicks it to Hardaway. Here's Potapico. No good on the three.
That's not how you want to kick off the second half with 3 straight misses.
Beasley in the post, guarded by Hardaway. No good from Beasley. The Mavericks have gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second half. Smith rejected by Okoye, but they recover it. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3. The Mavericks have been shooting right around 75% at the line, 9 of 12 so far.
There you go.
Timberwolves leading by 19. Outside, Russell. Hardaway against Beasley. Here is Sundolf. Hits the jumper. 19 points in the game.
You know, it wouldn't be a bad idea to put an extra body on him, get some help when he barrels his way in close. He's such a good finisher. He needs more than one guy to defend him.
Potapico, he's guarded by Russell. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Here's Potapico. Banked in off the glass. He's got 17.
Well, the number one priority for a defense when you face this guy is to keep him getting anywhere from the basket because he's just so strong as a finisher.
But Steve, we've got to give him credit for his skill as a distributor, too. I mean, he has a great feel for his teammates, and that leads to a lot of his assists and a lot of easy baskets for his team. A little bit of a magic act here, pulling off the Houdini to make that catch and slam.
Stupendous alley-oop.
This crowd just stunned at the sight of that one.
Hey, swing it.
Pass to Hardaway. The three. That is good. 20 points for him.
His eyes were wide open there, guys. Excellent vision to see they had an open shot outside and get it there.
Beasley against Hardaway. Beasley, the pass to Okoye. Here is Sundog. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. And the Timberwolves lead by 20.
And they're beginning to fall apart a little bit defensively, especially inside.
Well, that's 4 straight buckets now at the rim.
Here's Potapico, and another basket for Dallas.
You know, if you were only looking at the way he's played offensively, you'd think his team would be ahead.
Beasley with it. Now guarded by Hardaway. The dish now to Russell. Lets it go from deep. It's rebounded by Dallas. Smith's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Poked away. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
Their activity at the defensive end, Kevin, has been really impressive, attacking and coming away with steals.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
Potapico, he's guarded by Russell. Back to Hardaway. From past the arc, another 3 for Dallas.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
It's just beautiful basketball to watch, Clark.
Down low. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
The defense just couldn't recover in time.
Yeah, the D pretty much went brain neutral on that one, Clark. Wouldn't
yes,
you?
Sir. I like that phrase.
Yeah, I don't use that phrase very often, but to me, that's what happened. He shifted the brain into neutral.
Yes, he did.
That was embarrassing.
Minnesota leading by 17. Sundog defended by Claver. Kicks to Beasley. Clock at 6. From deep three-point range. It's rebounded by Dallas.
Got a good look, though. I thought that was going to go down.
Now, the D may have done just enough there, Clark, to bother him and throw that shot off. They are owning the lane right now. Every one of their last 10 points has come either at or near the rim.
Great looks in tight because they're finding lanes to the hoop whenever they want them.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. The Timberwolves have been good at the free throw line. This one, 7 of 8. And the Mavericks call time here.
Yeah, he's seen enough of this interior scoring that his defense is giving up. So the message during this timeout is time to lock things up inside.
You know, sometimes a group can just get spaced out on defense. They're not connected and playing 5 as 1. And usually a timeout can help you refocus and recalibrate that defense.
He feeds it to Hardaway. It's blocked, but they'll get another chance. Cauley Stein passes to Smith. Can't connect from short range.
Well, an 8-rebound advantage like the one they have now is always going to swing the score hard in that team's direction.
And that's certainly been the case today. Their rebounding has made a huge difference. They are not rotating nearly quickly enough on defense down low. Got to get quicker there.
And even if it costs them some foul trouble, I mean, they need to start putting some bodies on bodies. Be physical. This has not at all been the kind of performance they've needed out of him.
Here's Martin. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Martin's got 7.
Shaky defense down low again. It's been a mismatch in the paint.
I'm sure they didn't go into this one expecting to get battered like they have inside.
Yeah, he's surprised he didn't make that one because he had a pretty clean look at the hoop.
And then Johnson with the dunk.
They're playing with a purpose, guys. The big lead becoming bigger. I like the look in their eyes.
And it's on both ends that they've been controlling the action.
Potapico is guarded by Russell. Hardaway is screen on Russell. Here's Potapico. No good. They had a chance to end the run there. Minnesota's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. And he lobs it up toward the rim. And a slam dunk by Johnson.
A surreal alley-oop that time, partner.
The pass, Clark, the catch, the dunk, all of it perfect.
Precision at its finest.
Yeah, and it all had to be perfect and in precision. That's not nearly as easy as they made it look.
Fires for 3, and it's good. 25 points in the game.
That's his second three-pointer of the half and his third overall.
Outside Russell. He passes to Reed. Number 23, guarded by Hardaway. Just 5 to shoot. Number 23. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play chance here. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Dallas has gotten the three-pointer to fall to the tune of 50% here in the third quarter. They've made 3 of 6. Potapico, he's guarded by Russell. Outside Hardaway. It's on target from the high post. Hardaway has got 9. Timberwolves shooting 64%. Beautiful all-around play by this offense. Always going up for the alley-oop here. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And their field goal percentage continues to climb. They have really shot the ball well here today so far.
Yeah, and it's all about quality shot selection, smart shot selection. They've been very patient on offense.
Here's Potapico. Off target with his 3.
And in the paint, they have really shown some strength. Their work on the boards has been phenomenal.
Yeah, I'd certainly call it a mismatch, Steve, at least for today.
Johnson outside. Here's Russell. That's in, coming off the assist from Johnson. Russell's got 4 this quarter.
Of all the guys you want to leave open out on the perimeter, he is the absolute last guy on the list. Attention to detail. Know your personnel.
Boy, he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the defense.
1:43 left here in the third quarter. Feeds to Martin. Shot clock at 6. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. Hits the bucket. And that's now 20 points for Johnson.
He is bombing it today. How many more threes are we going to see from him?
Well, we've already seen plenty. The majority of his points have come on that shot.
Pass to Cauley Stein. 1:09 left to play in the third. Here's Potapico, and it's Dallas with another.
No matter what the score is, his attitude has been perfect. I love his disposition. He has stayed in attack mode.
Minnesota calls timeout.
Well, he's got to get everybody on the same page. I mean, that's the reason for this timeout. And if that happens, I think they can improve and start playing better.
You know, it's a coach's job to always try to be 2 or 3 steps ahead of the opponent and to look for that extra edge if you can. And I think he feels like he might have seen one.
Here's Noel. He has 7. Number 23, guarded by Hardaway. Number 23, cannot hit. Now the Mavericks take it the other way. Dishes it to Hardaway. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Looking at the game so far for Hardaway, he has 9 points, and he's done a good job distributing the ball as well.
Well, you can't discount what that's meant to this team. I mean, he's helped their cause with his passing, and it's really given his team a nice groove.
That free throw good from Hardaway.
100% free throw shooting this half, guys.
Efficiency is so crucial when you're trying to overcome a deficit, Steve.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. Beasley's checked in. Hardaway hits them both. Minnesota's gotten the three-pointer to fall to the tune of 50% here in the third quarter. They've made 3 of 6. They set the screen. Sundal, defended by Cauley-Stein, fires at the elbow. It's rebounded by Claver. Dallas has gone to the three-point shot 8 times already in the second half and hit 4 of them. Outside Hardaway. He dishes it to Claver. Here's Potapico. And the 3 off target. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. The Timberwolves on top, running away with it. And we're just moments away from the start of the fourth quarter. Stay with us. And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the fourth. The Timberwolves shooting and offensive execution has been beyond great. They are 63% from the floor in this game. Now here's Noel and the pass to Reed. Offensive rebound. Second shot opportunity. Connects. The jumper drops.
The mid-range jumper becomes a pretty high percentage shot for him when he has that kind of space.
And here's Barea. Here's Brunson. It's good. Great play set up by Barea.
As long as they keep spraying them from deep, we're going to have ourselves one exciting finish.
Well, it took them a while, but they're finally starting to get some rhythm offensively on the outside.
Here's Reed. The layup off target. Dallas shooting 47% from the floor, getting it done. Barea off the pick from Jackson. The feed now to Barea. Back to Jackson for 3. And yes, sir, that one drops.
You know what, guys? He can really light it up from the perimeter at times.
Timberwolves leading by 23. We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. Number 10. Off target with the jump hook.
He's not necessarily a strong inside presence, but he needs to polish those chances off.
Here's Brunson, and Dallas again with the bucket.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
Yeah, they're making the right play, they're working together, and they're just looking for the best shot they can every possession.
Noel with it. There's a screen. 5 to shoot. Number 23. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
You know, with that much of a height advantage, that's exactly what you should do. Take it straight to the rim.
Big group substitution now for Minnesota. And that one misses. Dallas has gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. Curry attacking. And it's out of bounds to the Mavericks as Dallas retains possession.
That was an awfully risky pass, guys. Lucky it didn't wind up as a steal.
Well, it nearly did wind up as a steal, but no harm done in the end. They hang on to possession.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. Beasley's checked in. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Hardaway kicks to right from downtown. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Hardaway.
Things finally starting to come together for them. The deficit still pretty big, but at least they're taking steps in the right direction.
Yeah, I think they're doing all they can do. Playing tough D, getting stops, and then taking good care of the basketball at the other end.
Hardaway against Beasley. 6 to shoot. Johnson inside.
Well, some really terrific numbers for Johnson. He has 20 points, and he's added to his numbers by hitting 4 shots from the three-point line.
Well, 12 points from long range, so the defense has to figure out a way to defend him a little differently, try to get into his airspace.
And he makes the first. He's perfect from the line this time. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Right outside. Passes it to Hardaway. The shot. Beasley with the rebound. Beasley's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. That plus 10 rebound advantage. Up high and down hard. That's right.
That's right. You use it, brother.
The solo alley-oop. That's not something we see too often.
Timed it perfectly. You're right. And caught the defense totally off guard.
I remember Tracy McGrady doing that. First guy I ever saw pull that off.
And that one's good. Right.
They just continue to splash home those threes. Eliminating the deep shot has to become priority number 1 for this defense.
It really does. I mean, it's not possible to give up that many points behind the arc and not pay the price in the end.
Johnson the screen. Sundal. The feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful. He's got 32.
All the buckets he's poured in today have put them in a terrific position heading into the stretch.
Right against Russell. Back to right. He kicks to Hardaway. That doesn't go either for Hardaway.
Boy, but he was close, Kevin, to making the defense pay for lackadaisical coverage there.
Yeah, he had a really good look. I mean, he'll knock that down more often than not.
Now Smith. Pass to Hardaway. Right outside. It's off his leg. And it's being called a kickball. Whole new look on the floor for Minnesota. Goes up off the inbound, and he nails the jumper.
They ran that inbounds play perfectly there to get the quick hitter.
Timberwolves leading by 23. Here is McLaughlin. The dish to Noel. No good on the triple. For Dallas, they've gone 6 of 8 from the field in the fourth so far. It's been a great start to this final quarter for them. Doubled by Reed. Jackson dishes to Barea. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. Barea's got 5 points in the quarter. For Minnesota, they've gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. Kicks it to Noel. He passes to Reed. Tries it from 9. And the Timberwolves tack on 2 more.
With a much bigger man guarding him, that's not an easy shot to get off. Never mind to knock down. Terrific basket.
Number 51, off target at the rim. Timberwolves leading by 22. Now here's Johnson.
Get outside, get outside.
The finger roll finish at the bucket. Johnson's got 11 in the second half.
What an excellent performance from the field for him.
And here's Barea. Throws it up high.
What a beautiful pass to set that one up.
The pass might have been pretty, but the finish, I thought, Clark, angry.
That's a heck of a combination. Pretty pass and an angry punch.
I would call it an irate finish even.
The Timberwolves have gone 7 of 11 from the floor in the final quarter so far. Getting some solid looks for them. Noel with it. Inside. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. The first one falls. Minnesota making some changes. No good on the second free throw. And he knocks it down.
Boy, where was the box out? Too easy on that second chance opportunity.
Yeah, no box out is what happened there. Those kind of mistakes on the glass will kill a team.
Potapico. He's guarded by Russell. There's the pick. Smith on the wing. And Dallas again with the bucket.
That's just a case of 2 teammates working perfectly together. One setting the screen and the other using it to get that separation.
Beasley against Hardaway. Beasley, the pass to Russell. Here is Sundov. The 7-footer falls. He's got 34.
He has really shot the ball extremely well, as you'd expect. Like we say, he's been making sweet string music all day long.
Doubled by Okoye. Here's Claver. Smith, defended by Okoye. Clock at 6. The drive by Smith. Here's Claver. Nice work on the boards, paying off with the basket.
That's some tenacity inside, battling for the second chance points.
Minnesota leading by 23. Outside, Russell. Pass to Okoye. And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here. The Timberwolves making a switch here. Here is Sundov. Mavericks with the rebound. He feeds it to Claver. It's rebounded by Okoye. Timberwolves shooting it brilliantly here lately. 60% from the field. Here's the screen. The feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful. 25 points in the game.
Ran his man straight into that screen to open the lane up for the hoop.
Potapico. He's guarded by Russell. Shot no good. The Timberwolves shooting a superb 63% from the field. And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Minnesota with the ball. Now the pass to Reed, and that one's good.
Well, since we hit half number 2, he's finally come around. The first half was not his best, obviously.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
Brunson defended by Noel. 4 on the shot clock. Perea, no good. Here is McLaughlin. Outside, Martin. Passes it to McLaughlin. Gets it to go.
All of the scoring in tight is coming at that end of the court.
Well, they're finding the holes in the defense, Clark, and they're exploiting them.
Now Perea. Some nice passing here by Dallas. There's the 3, and the shot is good. Perea's got 8 points here in this quarter.
They are killing them with that 3-point shot here in the second half.
Well, the defense fully stretched out trying to stop that shot and still not able to get it done.
Well, it's a wrap, fellas. No way you come back in this one.
Not anymore. Any chance of that happening went out the window a while ago.
And so it's Dallas with it. Number 51, defended by Reed. The baseline J. Tries again. And goaltending is going to be the call. So they get the basket there anyway.
He thought he had that one clean, but the ref saw it differently. They'll count the basket.
We've got 1:13 left to play in the final quarter. Here is McLaughlin, guarded by Perea. McLaughlin, the pass to Reed, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And they're not finished yet. They're going to make sure about this win.
Yeah, that's how you close out a game, Steve.
And here are the Mavericks now. Here's Brunson. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. That free throw, no good. And the second free throw, good.
Yeah, disappointing trip to the line, even though it was just 1 miss. Now is not the time to be missing free throws.
Pass to McLaughlin. There's 37 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Well, the fans already heading for the exits, clearly not pleased with the way their home team played here today.
And they shouldn't be pleased. I mean, it's a very well-deserved win, Steve. They came into this building and weren't intimidated at all. They were the aggressors.
And it's out of bounds to the Mavericks as Dallas retains possession. We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Count that one.
It's interesting. They're like a different team now. Suddenly, they've got energy.
You know, it's not going to change anything, though, other than to make their losing margin a little more respectable.
Now here's Noel. Defense is right there. And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. You know, Clark, every team has a bad night, and these guys might want to watch the tape of this game the next time they have a bad night to remind themselves how dominant they can be.
Well, this is one of those dreamlike games for a coach.
That about does it for Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke, and the rest of our great crew. This is Kevin Harlan saying so long and thanks for watching. Now, here is our Jordan Player of the Game.